Phew! November's been wild. German traffic lights down and billionaires fighting for the American crown. Freedom's restricted, it's a crazy scene. Now festive season is here, let's stay serene. But hold up, Google's still making moves, new features drop in, staying in the groove. Early Christmas gifts, tech to impress. Unwrap these updates, no time to stress. And how the hell did I start to rap? I don't know, I think I'm a German Depp. Depp, 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 Johnny Depp, Depp, Johnny, Johnny Depp, 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 Johnny Depp, Depp, Johnny, Johnny Depp, 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 Johnny.
Filter for Drive scans on Android devices. With the scan function of the Google Drive app, you can easily digitize receipts, for example. Google has now also added a new filter function to the scanner on Android devices, which you can use to better highlight colored annotations on the scanned image, for example. Improved video player in Google Drive. Google has given Drive a new video player with a clearer and more modern design, and improved playback controls for rewinding, speed and subtitles. Respond faster to Drive activities via the Google Chat app. The Google Drive app is now automatically installed in Google Chat. The app sends you notifications about Drive activities that you can respond to directly in Google Chat. For example, comments and docs, sheets and slides, and sharing requests for files and documents. If you find the app rather annoying, you can simply mute it like any chat or uninstall it completely. Reduced notifications of unfollowed threads in Google Chat. Google is continuing to work on improving chat. To make it clearer for you which unread threads are important to you, unread threads that you do not follow are no longer specially marked in the chat and no longer appear at the top of your threads list. Google Vids is now generally available. Google Vids is the latest Google tool in Google Workspace. Google Vids makes it very easy to produce AI-supported videos, for example, to create management announcements for employees, provide information about projects, or supplement product descriptions with videos. Google Vids can be used just as easily and intuitively via the browser as all other Google tools. Due to the AI functions provided by Gemini, Vids was only available in beta for companies with Gemini for Google Workspace licenses. However, according to Google, Vids will now be available in full functionality for most other workspace plans for at least a year. Smarter filters for tables in Google Sheets. There are 21 options for filtering your data in Google Sheets tables, but not every filter condition makes sense for every data format. Therefore, depending on the column, only those filters are displayed in the new Sheets tables that make sense for the data they contain. For example, if the column type is set to number, the filter options are only number-based and not text-based. New English templates in Google Slides. Google has added a whole range of new modern templates to Slides. Unfortunately, they are currently only available in English, which means that you also have to set the language of your Google account to English in order to see them. Viewing task lists in the Android Calendar app. For about a year now, you have been able to switch between the calendar view and an overview of your Google task lists in your Google Calendar in the web. Now Google has also integrated this function into the Google Calendar app on Android. New Google Meet hardware from Asus. Asus has released a range of new Google Meet hardware that promises easy installation and longer support until 2030. The hardware can be expanded as required using daisy chain technology and offers two different cameras for smaller and larger rooms, with the larger camera also supporting an automatic framing on the people speaking in the room. And now some Gemini related updates. Feed gems with Google Docs and other files. With gems in the Gemini chatbot, you can create specialized chatbots that you have already fed with background information about your company, your role, or your business environment, for example. This helps Gemini to provide the most appropriate answers to your questions. Previously, you could only feed these gems with information via the text field. Now you can also upload files such as Google Docs, Sheets, PDFs, CSVs, or Microsoft Office files as a basis for information in your gems to feed them with even more relevant knowledge. Address the Google Calendar in the Gemini sidebar in Gmail. You can now use Gemini in the sidebar in Gmail not only to ask Gmail related questions or tasks, but also to access your Google Calendar. For example, you can ask Gemini what your first appointment is next week or have Gemini create appointments. Gemini available in the sidebar in Google Chat. After Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Slides and Drive, Gemini is now also available in the sidebar of Google Chat. For example, you can have Gemini summarize conversations, create lists of tasks from the conversations, or answer questions about the conversations. Gemini in the sidebar available in more languages. Gemini in the sidebar of Docs, Sheets, Drive and Gmail is finally available in 7 additional languages. In addition to German, it is also available in French, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese and Spanish. However, it is possible that the quality of the answers may still lag somewhat behind those in English. Mobile Gemini app now also available for Workspace users. Google has started to roll out the mobile Gemini app on Android and iOS devices to all Workspace users. This will make it easier for you to use Gemini in a secure work context in the future. Tip of the month: Out of Office reply in Google Workspace.
Are you already looking forward to your well-deserved time off? You've definitely earned it. But there are always a few workaholics who work through the holidays and might even expect others to do the same. To make sure nobody complains about you not replying during your absence, you should make a few preparations in Google Workspace. Let me show you how.
First of all, it makes sense to create a vacation responder in Gmail. This way, external people who write you a message in your absence will know that you will only reply to them after the holidays. To do this, go to the Settings and scroll down to the Vacation Responder option. Here you can now simply enter the suitable subject and specify from when and until when this should be displayed to others when they write you. It usually also makes sense to mention here whether or not emails to you are automatically forwarded to your colleagues in your absence. Remember to check the box to turn the responder on and save the change. If you decided to forward, open the settings again, click on the forwarding tab and set up forwarding to the respective colleague here. Next, you should enter your absence in Google Calendar. The best way to do this is to use the out of office format. Click on the date, check the all day box and then set the time period. Now you can determine whether appointments to which you are invited during this period or existing appointments should be automatically rejected and for what reason. You can change this to because I am on a winter vacation, for example. After saving and starting the set period, your colleagues will now see that you're away and for how long when they want to send you an email. This message is now also displayed in Google Chat. If you like, you can also adjust your status in the chat. Set it to away and then define your own status. You can choose a suitable emoji, a status text, and the period of time for which the status should be displayed. This makes it really clear to everyone that you are away. And now sit back and enjoy your time off.